This is the story I never thought I would tell. My name is Victoria. I am 62 years old, and before I begin, I want you to imagine something. Imagine that we are sitting together, just you and me. No stage, no script, no audience, a quiet evening, a cup of coffee between us. Maybe the kind you drink slowly, because the conversation matters more than the caffeine. I am not here to convince you I was right. I am not here to make anyone look like a villain. I am here because sometimes, the only way to survive something is to speak it out loud, as if you were telling it to a friend who will listen without interrupting. This is the story of how my son asked me to leave his wedding, and how, by refusing to give up a set of old keys, I lost him, and eventually found him again. The night it happened, the ranch looked perfect. White flowers everywhere, soft lights hanging from the trees, music playing as the sun went down. I had spent months preparing that garden with my own hands, sewing tablecloths at night when I could not sleep, choosing flowers that reminded me of my mother. My son Ethan was getting married. I wore a royal blue dress that had once belonged to my mother, the same one she wore when she married my father. I styled my hair carefully, not to outshine anyone, just to look dignified, the way a groom's mother should look. When I arrived, Olivia saw me immediately. She did not smile. She leaned toward Ethan and whispered something in his ear. He walked toward me quickly, his jaw tight. I recognized that look. It was the same look he had when he was a child and knew he had done something wrong but didn't want to admit it. "Mom," he said quietly, "Olivia thinks your dress is too flashy." I felt it like a punch in my chest, but I took a breath. "It's fine," I said. "I can change." "No," he replied, his voice sharper. "It's better if you leave." I remember staring at him, waiting for him to laugh, to say he was joking. He didn't. "She's nervous," he continued. "Your presence makes her uncomfortable." 10 feet away, guests were laughing. The music was still playing. Then Ethan raised his voice, and the room went silent. "Get out, Mom. My fiancé doesn't want you here." I did not cry. I did not scream. I nodded, picked up my purse, and walked out. No one followed me. I drove back to the ranch alone. The keys were hanging around my neck, the same keys my father gave me before he died. He had pressed them into my hand and said, "Protect this land, Victoria, even if you have to protect it from your own blood." That night I understood what he meant. Ethan was 12 when his father died. From that day on, it was just the two of us. We learned to survive together. He learned to fix fences, to herd cattle, to repair tractors. When I cried at night, missing his father so much I could hardly breathe, he would hug me and say, "Everything's going to be okay, Mom." And for years, it was when he finished college, he came back. He told me this was his home, that his children would grow up on this land. Then he met Olivia. She was modern, successful, elegant. The first time she walked into our house, she looked around the walls, the furniture, the photographs of my grandparents, and asked, "You live here?" From that day on, Ethan started talking about modernization, about turning the ranch into an event venue, about profit, about realism. The word home slowly disappeared from his vocabulary. The day after the wedding, Ethan called me. He didn't apologize. He asked for the keys. He wanted to renovate, to change things, to bring in architects. When I refused, the tone changed. He said I was dramatic, stuck in the past, that Olivia was right. Those 3 words followed me for months. Olivia is right. Then the pressure came. Subtle at first, concern about my health, suggestions that I was lonely, that maybe I wasn't thinking clearly anymore. Then came the lawyers. One afternoon, Ethan arrived at the ranch with Olivia and 2 attorneys. They talked about asset division, market value, and my deteriorating administration. Then Olivia said she was pregnant. I congratulated them. Truly. But when Ethan screamed at me to give him the keys, something inside me hardened. These keys are not your future, I told him. They are your past. He looked at me like I was a stranger. I don't have a mother, he said. They left. I cried that night until there was nothing left inside me. A few days later, our family lawyer brought me a letter, one my husband had written before he died. He warned me about manipulation, about people who disguise ambition as modernization. He told me the land was not property, it was history, and that dignity mattered more than inheritance. I rewrote my will, I protected the ranch, and I waited. 2 years passed. The lawsuit failed. Olivia left Ethan when she realized she could not get what she wanted. She found someone else, someone richer. Ethan lost everything. His marriage, his job, his dignity. Then, one winter morning, he came back, thin, broken, ashamed. He cried in my arms like he did when he was a child, and I held him. Today, my son is healing. He works with his hands again. He is learning to be present. My grandson runs through the same fields his father once did. The keys are still with me. Not because I want control, but because love without boundaries destroys everyone involved. Sometimes, the most painful thing you can do is say no. My name is Victoria, and this is the story of how I lost my son to save us both. Thank you for listening.